Alright, hey guys, SubakSupreme got another video, so let's get into it. Alright, so there was no team preview on this one, so it was kind of just like a blind so basically my Starmer's out first, lucky for me, and he goes into his Ferrothorn, which completely walls my Starmie, so I do switch, not wanting fearing the Power Whip, so I go into my Infernape, and he goes for the Spikes. Judging by his team, well, you can't see the team preview, but it was Ferrothorn, Bronzong, Gliscor, Polito, Jirachi, and Tentacruel. Yes, so it's a rain stall team, pretty much. That's the point. So anyway, here I went for the Close Combat, which does a decent chunk of Tentacruel, but I know I'm not going to be able to get past it, especially in the rain. So I just go for the U-turn here, knowing just get a little minimum damage on that, getting out of there, and I go into my Starmie to threaten it, just spin away anything it does. So he goes for the Scald and gets the burn. So basically, with this damage from the Scald and the burn, my Starmie does not ever cover. Plus the Life Orb, I'm not going to be around very long. Which is, I feel, a problem with this team. I'm wondering if I should give Starmie Recover or just get a bulkier Rapid Spinner in general. Although I don't really need a Rapid Spinner too bad, so I might just get rid of Rapid Spin for Recover. But because I don't really know if I need it. But anyway, he goes into his own Ferrothorn, as I go for my Stealth Rock. So I know since he has the Tentacle, it will be hard to keep my hazards up, especially since I don't have a spin blocker, but I feel like there really isn't that many good spin blockers. There's only really Gengar and Jellicent. So the only defensive spin blocker in OU is Jellicent. Like you could go for Spirit Tomb or Sableye, but they're more for stally teams, I feel like stall teams. So that is not this type of team. So anyway, he goes into his Bronzong, and basically I just go for the Close Combat to hit the Ferrothorn, obviously, and he goes into his Bronzong. I don't know why I didn't go to his Gliscor like he did here, but now he does, so that does a decent chunk again, and now I go for the U-turn to get out of here, and I guess just to avoid the Earthquake, pretty much, or the Toxic. So he does get his Toxic Orb up on the free turn, and he goes for the Protect randomly, so in case I had HPS or something. So I go for the U-turn here, and I'm going to go out into my Gyarados right here. So this Gyarados set, it's a set I saw somewhere. It's Taunt, Thunder Wave, Waterfall, and Dragon Tail. It's pretty effective actually. It can troll. It's trolled a couple of teams, but pretty much walls Skarmory, can lure in Latios, paralyze them, because that's the point. Get my own Latios a sweep. But on a team like this with the Bronzong and the Ferrothorn, that's most likely not going to happen. So anyway, he goes into his Bronzong right here, so I just try to set up more hazards to weaken his team, as it is a stall team, but they shouldn't be around for too much longer with the Tentacle around. So I bring my Scrafty, because Bronzong is for the most part a setup fodder. And so I bring my Scrafty. It is a Dragonance Scrafty. In my opinion, there are two types of Dragonance, even though they both have the same EV spread. In my opinion, there's the defensive Dragonance, which I'm using, which is Shed Skin, Drain Punch, and Leftovers. And then I feel like there's the offensive one with Moxie, High Jump Kick, and Lumberry or Life Orb. I personally prefer having the Scrafty with the defensive Scrafty, because I feel like if you can hurt things and take a hit, it's much better, as with the other Scrafty, Life Orb's wearing you down. Let's say they burn you, oh, that's useless. At least with Shed Skin, it's oh, I'm ready to go. Can run back up for a sweep in case it does get burned or something, or paralyzed. So I just personally like the defensive Scrafty better. The defensive Dragonance better, as I say. So all Scrafties carry Ice Punch, so as he will see, obviously, just get Toxic Orb damage up. Now, since I am Pair Song, I know I could either kill the Gliscor or die, so I do not want to lose my Scrafty just yet. So I go into my Ferrothorn, basically knowing, I'm assuming it's the Sub-Toxic set, which Ferrothorn pretty much walls, so I just set up my hazards. So here I go for the, what do I go for? The Power Whip here, just trying to use as much as possible. So basically, it's pretty bad at this point, because Starmie is at too low of HP to switch in, so I can't spin away his hazards, and he has everything set up, so like I said before, either I need to put Recover on him or get a bulkier Rapid Spinner. So that's the thing. Another thing I'm looking at is this team needs a way to get past Stall. It's not like he's walling. I don't feel like he's wall-walling this team, but I still feel like it's kind of a hindrance. So maybe some sort of wall breaker because Gyarados isn't really good enough, something that actually threatens. So anyway, moving on. Alright, I go for the Thunder Wave here just to slow it down, maybe get some lucky para hacks, nothing really. And go for the Power Whip here, so it gets paralyzed here, I can kill. But instead of me getting the para hacks, he gets the burn hacks, and I'm burned. So now I'm like, there's no way I'm going to kill this thing. So now it has turned into a losing battle on my side. So knowing this, I'm pretty sure I switch out next turn. Because I know it is a losing battle, so I cannot stay in. I could set up more hazards, just going to spin the way. No, I go for my... Yes, I go for my rocks here, knowing he's going to have to spin them away, and then I can get a free turn for someone else to come in. So now I switch out into my Infernape, but I do die to the hazards, which basically I get a free switch in case he does go for something. But he goes into it, he double switched into his Gliscor. So now it's like, alright, I get a free switch. So I go back into my Gyarados. And basically, Ferrothorn walls it, so knowing this, I just go for the taunt, predicting to switch in. But even so, my Gyarados can't really touch Ferrothorn, so it doesn't matter. But that's like, alright, if he has like Thunder Wave or something, or Leech Seed, that's not going to be a bother. So that's basically how it goes. So I know he has Spikes and Spikes, Power Whip. And yeah, he had Protect. Yes, Protect. And I'm assuming his last move is Elite Seed, because it is a stall-like team. Alright, so basically my Ferrothorn will die here due to the burn, but really all I could have done is set up another layer of Spikes, so it doesn't really matter. So now I send in my Scrafty here to just basically do as much damage as possible. So he brings in his Jirachi, the Lord of Hacks, I guess. And now I just start setting it, because I'm like, oh, this is the only way I'm going to be able to break through stuff. So... knowing I have the Poison Toxic, I cannot get paralyzed. So if Shed Skin activates, I should be able to rack up enough D-Dances and kill this thing. But Shed Skin does activate a little to her, so I'm like, it's like a good and bad thing, because it's like, now I know he's going to paralyze me. So on the turn, and I'm going to get paralyzed, I'm just going to set up as much as possible to get cured and kill this thing, pretty much. So I do get paralyzed, I'm like, alright, please war off. And it's really nice, it wore off the first turn, because if he could have flinched me to death, so... kind of playing a little risky here, because he could just, if I do get paralyzed longer than a turn, he could just flinch me to death, and I'm done. Pretty much. But, see, this is why, like, I had Moxie, it's like, oh, I'm done. Oh, Scrafty's useless, that's it. But Shed Skin, it's like, no. Two chances do. It's like, oh, you messed up, try again, It's, like, really nice. So now I'm at ×2. But since it is Drain Punch, you're obviously trading the HP recovery for the power of High Jump Kick, so it's like, alright. So, at some points, you do miss High Jump Kick, but I feel like Drain Punch is just so much nicer, because I would have been dead by now if I did have High Jump Kick, because he does have Protect. So, now, I keep setting up, and I get cured again, so now it's like, alright, I should be able to definitely sweep his team by now. Pretty soon. So now, I'm predicting him to go for the Thunder, so I could go for a 4th Dragon Dance, but I don't want to play my luck with the Shed Skin accuracy. So I just go for the Drain Punch again. Now, since I'm at +3, I should be able to KO everything on his team. So, now he goes into his Politoed. So I know he can't Parasol me now because I'm, like, way faster in it. So now I just go for the Crunch because I'm at full health. And I need my Drain Punches for his Bronzong and Ferrothorn. So I just go for the Crunch here, take a little bit of Iron Barb's damage, but really does not matter with the leftovers and the Drain Punch recovery combined. So now here, I go for the Drain Punch, finish that thing off. So basically, it's a clean sweep. So that just shows the power of Scrafty. Like, really, it was his game. Like, if he got lucky, or if the hacks wasn't as it was with the Shed Skin, he probably could have killed my Scrafty, and I would have been screwed. Like, if I lost Scrafty, I would have been done, I admit that. But basically, another thing is, you do have to prepare for Scrafty. That's another thing. Even though you don't see it, still got to prepare for it. Because, like, from what he had, he kinda wasn't prepared for Scrafty. With the Gliscor probably being his best check, but them carrying Ice Punch, it's, like, not enough. Because I did have High Jump Kick. I would have raped that Jirachi after, like, 1 Dragon Dance. So, that's something to always be prepared for. Basically, again, it is a clean sweep at this point. And after this, basically, he just goes to practice stall out and, for some reason, probably try to survive. But it's obviously not going to work. So basically, I'm going to finish the game off right here with another Crunch. So basically, that is the game. So basically, with this team, like I said before, I just made the team. And I do want to improve on it, because the main point of the team is to, like, sweep with Latias. with Paraso Sport, which also benefits Scrafty, and he's like my backup sweeper, like you see here. So basically, gonna try to work on that and stuff, tweak this team around, use that more. So hope you guys enjoyed that. So like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and do all that stuff. And I will see you guys later. All right.